The myth of witch burning in medieval Europe is one of the most terrifying chapters in European history, but parts of the narrative about this period have been exaggerated or distorted. In reality, witch burning was part of the witch hunts that began in the late Middle Ages and continued into the 17th century, but it was not widespread throughout the Middle Ages as some believe. Misconceptions and myths surrounding witch burning include the belief that burning was widespread throughout the Middle Ages. The myth that depicts the Middle Ages as a period filled with burning women accused of witchcraft is exaggerated. In truth, the major witch hunts occurred in the late 15th century to the 17th century, after the end of the traditional medieval period. During the Middle Ages, between the 5th and 15th centuries, religious and civil laws were less strict towards witchcraft compared to the Renaissance and Reformation periods. Another myth is that the number of victims is often exaggerated. Some estimates claim that hundreds of thousands or even millions of women were burned as witches. However, historians believe that the real number of victims was between 40,000 and 60,000, most of whom were executed between the 16th and 17th centuries, not during the early Middle Ages. There's also the myth focusing the accusations solely on women. While women were the main target, men were also accused of witchcraft in some cases. In some regions, men accused of witchcraft outnumbered women, such as in parts of Germany where more men were executed as witches than women. Another common myth is that the Catholic Church alone was responsible for the witch trials. In reality, civil authorities played a significant role. In the late Middle Ages and early Renaissance, the Church indeed opposed witchcraft, but it was not the only force organizing the persecutions. Many witch trials were conducted by local authorities, not by the Church itself. Factors that led to the myth include popular beliefs and superstitions. In the Middle Ages, there was a common belief in supernatural powers, and ideas about witches dealing with demons to cause natural disasters, illness, or crop failure were prevalent. These ideas were exacerbated by the spread of the plague and declining economic conditions. Religious and political conflicts during the Protestant Reformation in the 16th century led to fierce religious and political struggles between Catholics and Protestants. This conflict heightened the fear of witchcraft, with both sides using witchcraft accusations to discredit their religious and political opponents. Books that bolstered the myth include Malleus Maleficarum, published in 1487, which had a significant influence in amplifying the fear of witchcraft.